Good morning. Welcome to day 13 on the Camino del Norte. I am leaving Comillas today, and you're not seeing much of it because I was already staying on the way out of town, which is good because it is a long day. I am going to be walking around 28 kilometers, 18 miles to Colombres. And we're also changing provinces today. Before the day is over, we will be leaving Cantabria and entering the autonomous region of Asturias. I believe the day itself is not supposed to be all that hard terrain-wise. It's more about the length. My only thing right now is that the place I was staying at didn't have breakfast, and because I'm staying on the outskirts of town, there's nowhere to eat. So the woman at the reception desk yesterday said that if I walk around half an hour, I will arrive at the beach and that there's a place to have breakfast there. So we'll stop, grab a quick bite, and continue on our way. Time for breakfast. Can you see that now in the distance? Those are the Picos de Europa, the high mountains in this part of the world. Absolutely gorgeous. And with the sea as a backdrop, we are looking for the entrance to the beach. Well, no matter what else happens today, today's been a good day because I'm back walking on the beach. I love this so much. It's been a few days. And you know, I have to thank the woman at the place I stopped at for breakfast. She, as I was heading out, she said to me, you know, when you get on the road now, you're gonna see that you're gonna get to another beach. She's like, when you get to the other beach, walk on the beach, get off the road. And she's like, not only is it clearly a lot prettier, but the road loses its pedestrian walkway and there's a lot of like steep up and down. So this way you save all that and you get to walk on the beach. So clearly win-win situation. And I guess there was a reason why I couldn't get breakfast at the hotel this morning. I had to go here and I had to meet this woman. No longer on the beach, but this ain't so bad either. I am crossing the Puente de la Masa, which was constructed sometime around the 15th century. And at the time, it was considered one of the largest bridges in the kingdom. Pretty cool. Another bridge. This one does not look like a 15th century bridge, however, but according to Norte, which is the Spanish language app for all things Camino that I've been using, at the end of that bridge, there's going to be a sign to take a 1-mile shortcut to the next town. So I need to look out for that because I'm all for shortcuts. Okay, here's the sign for the alternative way, and it's actually clearly marked, specifies the differences. It says it's a 2-kilometer difference, and you go on this rural road to the right. So that is what I am going to take. Today's a good day part 2. I'm no longer on the beach, but I'm no longer walking alongside a busy road on pavement either. So this is already a very good thing. So as you've probably noticed, the last couple of days have been very heavy on the pavement. In fact, I've been walking exclusively on pavement the previous 2 days. And so when I was offered this alternative path that is not only about 1.5 miles shorter than the official way, but also allowed me to, give my feet a little bit of a rest by getting on a packed dirt trail, hey, I was gonna take it. So I'm very grateful for that. I do find it kind of funny. There were some pilgrims in front of me. They stopped to read the sign the same way I did, and they kept going straight. And I was like, okay, why would you choose the longer, busier route? But hey, to each their own. Okay, so I'm 1 mile away from Colombres. When I cross this bridge, I will be leaving Cantabria and entering Asturias. But the bad news is that I thought my last mile was going to be a steep descent. Well, I just found out it's actually going to be a steep climb. Yay! Wow. That's the albergue for Colombres. Pretty impressive. Talk about a rude welcome into Asturias. That climb almost made me want to go right back into Cantabria. Anyway, I made it into Colombres a few hours ago. I was so discombobulated, I couldn't even figure out how to check into the room that I had rented for tonight. So I went to eat first, and then I figured it out. Anyway, I decided to come out to explore a little bit. Colombres is actually a quiet little village. It only has about 1,700 people, but it is culturally significant for its distinct style of architecture of several of its homes that were built by the Indianos. And we talked about the Indianos yesterday. Who were they? Okay, well, Indianos was the name that was given to Spaniards from this part of the country specifically that left to go over to the Americas, Cuba, Mexico, etc. during the 1800s, and then came back with a lot of wealth. And they used that wealth to build up the villages where they were from, turning those villages from quiet, sleepy little towns into developed places, that they are now. And so the homes that were built by these folks were very distinctive. I mean, you can imagine, you come from a little village that's poor, and all of a sudden these people are coming back and building up mansions. And so these are all known as the Casas de Indianos. And Colombres has an unusually large concentration of them, and that are very well preserved. Unfortunately, most of them are private homes, so you can't go in, right? But you can at least do like a walking tour of them. And the one you can go into, which is the Museum of Emigration, is closed today because it's a Monday, so that's kind of a bummer. But I've been walking around doing the tour, and I gotta say it's kind of cool, and it's nice because I'm exhausted, so I'm happy to not have that much running around to do. I'm almost ready to just, find a nice little terrace to sit at and call it a day.